Magandang umaga, hapon o gabi sa inyong lahat. I'm Canan Bigas from ABM11 YA-6. So today I will be tackling break-even. But first, let us know the importance and definition of break-even. The importance of break-even. Break-even analysis is an essential tool that helps to determine the point beyond which a company earns a profit. It helps businesses to calculate the volume of product that need to be sold. It helps to evaluate the impact of changes in cost, prices, and sale volume on the profitability of the business. The definition of break-even. Break-even is a point at which revenue and total cost are the same, meaning the business is making neither a profit or a loss. This also informs the business of how many products it will need to sell to reach the break-even point. So this is our break-even formula. Break-even point equal fixed cost over selling price minus variable cost, or BEP equals FC over SP minus VC. Now you have our formula. Let's have the first problem. So here's our first problem. Dre tries to sell his freshly harvested banana from his mom's farm and pays her mom for 10 pesos for each of the banana he gets, and he needs to pay for the space rental and spend 250 pesos for it. To buy each banana, he sells for 15 pesos each, sold for the break-even. Let's find first the fixed cost, which is 250 pesos. That is the space rental, and variable cost naman na 10 pesos. Selling price na 15 pesos. Let's substitute. BEP equal FC or 250 pesos over selling price minus variable cost. Ayusin muna natin ang denominator. 15 minus 10, you'll get 5. Now, 250 divided by 5, you'll get 50. Now, may 15 units na tayo. Alam na natin kung ano ang BEP. Check naman natin. BEP times SV will get 750 pesos. And BEP times VC, you'll get 500 pesos. Subtract 750 pesos minus 500, you'll get 250 pesos. And that's what you call contribute margin. Again, our less fixed cost is also 250 pesos. Total that, you'll get 0. 0 profit or 0 loss. Let's have now our conclusion. Conclusion. Since the loss is 0, nevertheless, the break-even point is 50 units. For that reason, Dre has to sell 50 bananas for him to make break-even. Moving on from problem 1, let's have now our problem 2. Tata start a new business and bought cell phone for 4,000 pesos, and he tries to sell her phones for 5,000 pesos. And Tata needs to pay 5,000 pesos for the rental room for him to stay close to their store. Sold for the break-even point. Let's find the fixed cost. Our fixed cost is 5,000 pesos na room rental. And variable cost naman na 4,000 pesos. At ang selling price naman ay 5,000. Let's substitute. BEP equal FC or fixed cost. Over SP na selling price minus variable cost na 4,000 pesos. Again, ayusin muna natin ang denominator. 5,000 minus 4,000, you'll get 1,000. Now you have this. BEP equals 5,000 divided by 1,000. You'll get 5 units. Now you have your BEP na 5 units. Let's check naman. Net sales. To get net sales, you have to do BEP times SP. And you'll get 25,000 pesos. And less variable cost naman ay BEP times VC. You'll have 20,000 pesos. Subtract. Now you'll get 5,000 pesos. Again, that's what you call contribute margin. And our fixed cost naman ay 5,000 pesos din. Subtract again, you'll get 0. 0 profit or 0 loss. Now you get all of this. Let's have our conclusion. Since the profit or loss is 0, as the result, the break-even point is 5 units. This means that Tata needs to sell 5 cell phones for him to break even. That's it for the problem 2. Moving on to problem 3. So here's our problem 3. Mario loves to buy seeds that is worth 50 pesos to grow her plants and sell them for 100 pesos each, and have to pay 500 pesos for the space she occupied in public market. Sold for the break-even. Let's find first the fixed cost na 500 and variable cost naman na 50 pesos. At ang selling price naman ay 100 pesos. Now you have this fixed cost, variable cost, and selling price. Let's substitute. BEP equals FC na 500 over SP na 100 minus variable cost na 50. Again, ayusin naman natin ang denominator. 100 minus 50, you'll get 50. So 50 here and 500 here. 500 divided by 50, you'll get 10. 10 units. Now you have your BEP, which is 10 units. Let's check. Net sales. BEP times SP, you'll get 1,000. And BEP times VC, you'll get 500. Don't forget the peso sign. 1,000 minus 500, you'll get 500. We have our contribute margin, which is 500, and again, our less fixed cost is also 500. Subtract again. 500 minus 500, you'll get 0. zero profit or zero loss. Now you have all of this, let's have our conclusion. Because the profit or loss is zero, hence the break-even point is 10 units. Therefore, Mari needs to sell 10 plants to reach her break-even point. Are you sure na tama na talagang sagot mo? Let's find out. But again, let me read first the given problem from this activity 1. Hannah opened her first multi-shop and she ordered her ingredients online for 150 pesos and pays for the electricity and water for 1,000 pesos. And every multi she made is worth 200 pesos, sold for the break-even point. Let's find first the fixed cost, which is 1,000 pesos. And variable cost na 150 pesos. At ang selling price naman ay 200. Now we have all of this, we can now substitute. Break-even point equal FC or 1,000 pesos over selling price na 200 at minus variable cost. Again, denominator muna. 200 minus 150, you will get 50. And 1,000 here. Now we have all of this. We can now do it. BEB equals 1,000 divided by 50, you'll get 20 units. Now we have our BEB, which is 20 units. We can now check. Net sales. BEB times SP, you'll get 4,000. And variable cost na BEB times VC, you'll get 3,000. Subtract 4,000 minus 3,000, you'll get 1,000. That's our contribute margin. And our fixed cost is also 1,000. 1,000 minus 1,000, you'll get 0. Zero profit or zero loss. Now we have our equal of this problem. We can now have our conclusion. Our conclusion is, seeing the profit or loss is 0, because of this outcome, the break-even point is 20 units, and so Hannah is required to sell 20 milk tea for her to break even. That's how you do it. Moving on from activity 1, let's have our activity 2. Now, I will be showing you how you solve activity 2, but first, let me read again the given problem. Me and my friend just start a new business, which is selling unique design of umbrella, and spend 200 pesos for the material we used, and have to pay 800 pesos for the stand we rent inside the mall, and each of the umbrella is worth 300, sold for the break-even point. Again, let's find the fixed cost, which is 800 pesos. And variable cost na 200 pesos. At selling price naman na 300 pesos. Now we have our fixed cost, variable cost, and selling price. We can now substitute. Break-even point equals FC na 800 at over selling price na 300. Minus 200 na variable cost. 300 minus 200, you'll get 100. And 800 here. BEB equals 800 divided by 100, you'll get 8 units. Now we have our VEB, which is 8 unit. We can now check. Net sales. VEB times SP, you'll get 2,400. And variable cost na VEB times VC, you'll get 1,600. Subtract, you'll get 800. Na contribute margin, subtract again to fixed cost na also 300 na 800. 800 minus 800, you'll get 0. Zero profit or zero loss. Now we got our profit or loss na 0. We can now have our conclusion. With the result of 0 profit or loss, therefore the break-even point is 8 unit. And so, me and my friend have to sell 8 umbrella for us to reach the break-even. And that's it for the activity 2. Let's now have our activity 3. Let's have our activity 3. Again, I'll read the given problem for this activity. Anna bought a place worth 100,000 pesos. When she can start her shoes business, she invests 25,000 pesos for all the materials and she sells her shoes for 50,000 pesos each pair, sold for the break-even. Let's find the fixed cost, which is 100,000 pesos at variable cost naman na 25,000 pesos. At ang selling price naman na 50,000 pesos. Now we have all of this, we can now substitute. Break-even point equals FC na 100,000 pesos over SP na 50,000 pesos minus variable cost na 25,000 pesos. 50,000 pesos minus 25,000, you'll get 25,000. And BEB equals 100,000 pesos divided by 25,000 pesos. You get 4 units. Now we have our BEB, which is 4 units. We can now check. Net sales. BEB times SP, you get 200,000 pesos. And less variable cost na BEB times VC, we have 100,000 pesos. Subtract 200,000 pesos minus 100,000 pesos, we have 100,000 pesos. That's our contribute margin. Again, less fixed cost is also 100,000 pesos. Subtract, we have 0. Zero profit or zero loss. Now we have our profit or loss na 0. We can now have our conclusion. Since the profit or loss is 0, hence the break-even point is 4 units. Therefore, Annie needs to sell 4 pair of shoes for her to break even. That's it for our activity 3. Thank you. And that's it for my discussion of break-even. Before ending this video, I would like to share you a quotation by Eric Temple Bell. Obvious is the most dangerous word in mathematics. And that's it. Again, I'm Canan Ray Vigas from ABM 11 YA-6. Thank you for listening and goodbye.